I will never forget the day when I audibly heard the voice of God for the first time. It was absolutely insane. I was not praying. I wasn't talking to God. I wasn't really doing anything. I was just walking down the hallway and I heard him say, photography will be your source of income. At the time, I was doing photography as a hobby, and it was always a dream of mine to just do it as a career. Oh, I was like, really? I don't believe you. Can I be real? I was like, okay, how is that gonna happen? All right, God. Like, I just knew it was God because the presence was so strong. I just went about my life. I worked regular jobs all my life. And you guys, every time I got a job, I got fired. Not because God wanted me to get fired, but because I just couldn't stay at those jobs. They were just horrible. Like, I hate it here. Every time I got a job, God would tell me to quit. Quit your job, do photography, quit your job, do photography. And I'm like, how am I going to survive? I cannot survive off of hopes and dreams. Like, that's what I'm thinking. I'm like, Lord, like, I can't do this. Like, I need a stable income. Every time he told me to quit, I did not listen, and I got kicked out of the place every single time. It never fails. And eventually I decided that I'm gonna trust the Lord, because my whole life has just been like a faith walk with the Lord. That's just my cross to bear. That's my testimony. Ever since I made the decision, I was like, you know what, Lord, I'm going to trust you. I'm going to trust that what you said is true. And I'm going to go full time in photography and just do what I need to do. And ever since, he has been providing for me. So I know how hard it is because of the fear and the doubt that comes in, because you're like, oh my goodness, like, can I do this? Is the Lord really gonna come through for me? That is tough. And that's when you need to activate your faith and really be in a place of belief and really tap into that. Because if you don't, the enemy will play with your mind and he will make you feel like, hey, maybe this isn't working out. Are you sure that's the vision that God gave you? Then you're spiraling. I've been there. I'm only talking because I've been there, you guys. I've been there, and that's why it's so important for me to stay in an atmosphere of gratitude, to stay in an atmosphere of faith. I have to force myself to really be in an atmosphere of faith and really believe that the Lord is going to do it for me in order to get what I get. This is for the people that are looking for a sign that maybe you should quit your job and you heard the Lord clearly. I'm not. Pray on it now. Don't come over here and say Christelle said this and Christelle said that. No. Pray on it first and make sure you heard the word of the Lord over your life and be obedient. Because once you're obedient, that's when your life shifts. This is when everything goes to the next level. So I implore you, do not be disobedient, because you do not want to be kicked out or forced out of a situation. If the Lord tells you to do something, do it. Take me as an example. Take my life as a testimony that the Lord really does what he says he will do.